Hi everybody, it's MJ from My Paper Journey. Sorry I didn't post a video on Friday. If you remember, I mentioned my husband was going to have surgery, but he didn't have surgery after all. But they end up doing a biopsy on his cyst that he has in the back of his tongue. And the good news is, and thank you for your prayers, the growth that he had in the back of his thyroid is not cancer. So praise God for that. So I thought I'd let you know, update on that. However, I was gone. It was longer. They were like almost 2 hours behind, and so it was a long day. I was tired, and yeah, and I had to attend to my husband because he had a boo-boo, poor baby. So I had to take care of him. So today's Saturday, and it's about 3 o'clock here on the West Coast in California. So hi to everybody, and welcome to all my new subscribers, and welcome back to my existing ones. And I hope you've all been well and staying safe and doing lots of crafting. Anyways, oh yeah, I gotta say hi to my sister Frankie. Hi Lourdes, my sister-in-law, and Yolanda. And also to my beautiful grand nephew and grand niece, Alejandro and Elena. Hi mamas and papas. And my two nieces, Jenny and Aileen. I was looking for that tag that I kind of gave you like a little preview the last time that I posted a video, and I swear up and down I put it in here. Remember, I said I gotta keep things in here so that I don't lose it. Well, guess what? I can't find my tag. So anyways, it was just to show you that that I was able to decoupage the dry flowers on paper, and it stayed really well on it. So my allergies, so my voice is gonna come and go, guys. I wanted to show you this, and I don't know what you think. This is dry flowers that I went ahead and I pressed inside wax paper, and I tested it. I'm not too sure, but I want to show you what I did. But I noticed that if you put it on a this is by the way, this is file folder that I'm using, because the other tags that I cut, I did use cardstock, but as I was decoupaging, they kind of warped a little bit, and I'm sure this is probably gonna warp, just but it's a little bit thicker than the cardstock that I use. But see how they stand up better if you put it against the file folder. So it'd be great, like if I cut this and then like sew around it. So, and it could also be a window, I suppose, but it won't show up as much unless you put the cardstock. Let me turn on a light and see if this helps a little bit more. Did that help? Well, I hope so. So what I wanted to show you what I did. This is you get your wax paper, and you all know that when you roll the wax paper, what's on top is the part that has the wax, and then the inside part on the bottom is the non-waxed side. So I'm going to cut a piece and get some flowers. Make some smaller flowers. Sorry, I'm reaching across, guys. I have a mess, and I don't have a very big working area. So that even makes it worse for me. It's a struggle each time I craft. And these are my dry flowers. I'm going to try to see if I can... Oh, I have a scratch piece here. Okay, this is the wax. So maybe I'll use this. Set that aside. Turn on my little iron here. I'm not going to put it at max, but I am going to put it like on the... It has the 3 dots before the max. So this is a cute iron by Sunbeam. And then you can also add water in here. And it really works really well, especially like in the small areas. Because you can iron regular clothes. This is a travel iron. I did buy one of those tiny little ones, pink, like a toy. Oh, but they don't heat up that well. So this works really good. So I'm gonna get maybe, hope I'm in frame. Nope, I'm not. This is the front. Maybe if I put that like that. And maybe I'll put another one. This is the front. Like so. Sorry for the shadow there. And then fold this over. Remember the wax part is on the inside, not on the yeah, the wax is on the inside. Just double checking myself, because... And then you get your iron. And see, I don't know if you can tell, the wax starts to melt, and it encases your dry flower inside. And then I'm going to turn it around. Be careful, because it does get hot. You don't want to burn yourself. Okay. So see? And then, of course, this is the back part, because that's where I added but this is the front. So yeah, and so now the wax is melted. Both wax sides are melted, so it's encased. And I'm gonna go over just a little bit longer, just to make sure that it kind of gives it a soft look, unlike you know, when you run it through the laminate sheet, your laminator. I guess this would be the front or the back. I guess in this case doesn't really matter. But yeah, except that it gives you that you know, shiny look. And this, you get, you know, kind of opaque, and probably, you know, if you distress, it doesn't have a whole lot of this, but there's always some residue left on your I don't know if you can see any difference or not, but I don't want to do it on this. This is my ironing surface. So then it gives it kind of like an old vintagey look. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry for the glare. I don't think this is like the best wax paper there is. I've had it for so long and I hardly ever use it. It's a big roll. Wax paper Hostess. I don't really use wax paper a whole lot. So, I don't know. It seems like separates a little bit. But I think once you place it down, see, now you can see some of that distress ink that I put on. I think once you lay it down, then then it gives you that vintagey old look. And then just trim this off, and then I think like sew around it for a tag. I don't have my sewing machine ready, so I'm not gonna sew, but this is an idea of how we can use this. Or also, if you cut a bigger tag and cut a window like I did on the cover of the journal that I made, make a tag. So, cut a window, a frame, or place it over, and then this would be, the back would be your journaling area. So, yeah, I thought I'd share this with you. I saw this done many years ago, and I don't remember, and I try to look for it, and I can't find the person that I saw. Oh, I saw this maybe a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, if not maybe longer, that she did this. And I just haven't had enough time to search it. Otherwise, I would give her the credit. This is not my idea. But it was always in the back of my mind because I love pressing flowers. I've always loved doing that. So I said, one of these days I'm gonna try do that. So see, even this kind of moves a little bit. So it's not like a permanent thing. So I think like if you sew around it, then maybe I could have added a little bit of glue so that it wouldn't move. I don't know. But I thought it was a different thing, and a different way of displaying your your pressed flowers. Okay, so let me turn this off so that I don't catch the house on fire or burn myself. And I'll set it aside. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go in front. Okay. So let me see. That was an idea for that. Okay. So I'm thinking I will put a little bit of glue. I'm gonna put some of this glitter glue, because glitter glue dries clear, unlike see, it's not a permanent thing. I think it's just like a temporary thing. Just put a little bit of glue. Doesn't want to come out. Okay, I'll use a little bit of this tacky glue just to keep it from moving. So maybe I should have pressed a little bit longer. I don't know. I just want to put a little bit of a dab of glue so it doesn't move on me, and it did already. So sorry if I keep getting out of frame. Okay, there. And then, I could have planned it better. It almost looked like I measured it ahead of time, but honestly I didn't. And I'm gonna cut this off a bit. maybe I'll do this. I really didn't have a whole lot of thinking or processing or planning what to do. I just felt bad because I said I would post a video Fridays, but just my luck would have it. There's always something going on, some kind of drama, life, little trials that you have to go through in life. Keep getting out of you. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back and let it dry. And you're probably wondering, why don't you use the double-sided tape? Well, because I'm kind of clumsy and I'm not that precise when it comes to the double-sided tape. I made my daughter scrapbook over 3 years ago. I used a lot of that double-sided tape, and let me tell you, there was a lot of mistakes. So kind of so ever since then, I'm kind of shy away from using double-sided tape. So then that looks pretty, doesn't it? I don't even really have to do a whole lot, and I think it'll look pretty like if I sew around it. But like I said, I don't have the sewing machine. So what if I do this? This is one of the gift cards that one of my kids, probably my son Matthew. He knows I shop from Amazon almost weekly. Well, I have subscription on certain stuff, so I get them on a regular basis. See, my allergies. So then what I'm going to do is sew around it, and maybe after that I do have some. Well, I think on my next video is I'll show you after I put like a tag or something on it. Not a tag, I mean lace or something on it. I'm not sure. But see, simple, it looks pretty, and you really don't have to do a whole lot of embellishment. And that's how I kind of want to keep it. My tags, in using my pressed flowers, because I want the flower pressed or the pressed flowers to be the embellishment. Keep it more organic, I guess would be the word. So I'll set that aside. And like I said, I didn't have things planned, and I did grab a lot of some stuff, papers and doilies, and I even got a stencil. Oh, maybe I can stencil the back on this one a little bit, and you still be able to yeah, just a little bit. You still be able to write. I think this light is a little bit too bright. Gives you glare. There we go. On the back, I mean, you can still write, but you know, it'd be a little embellishment. I wonder if it would take them here. What do you think? on the wax paper. Will it stay? Leave me a comment, guys. I think I'll do this corner down here instead of the top. If you know if it stays. Just a little bit here and there. And then you sew around it. I like that. I like the simplicity of it. Because you want the flowers to be the main focal point of your tags. Okay, so just to have that ready. What did I have? Oh, I wanted to show you. And I got me some papers. And then these are some organic digital of some organic papers that Mind, Spirit, and oh my goodness, her YouTube channel is Sirius. Hold on, guys, because like my mind just doesn't work. Okay, guys, I'm back. I found her store on Etsy. It's my Body, Mind, Spirit store on Etsy, and her YouTube channel. Her name is Sirius Heka. This is her on YouTube. Anyways, I purchased this from her store, Body, Mind, Spirit store on Etsy. And I thought I can use some of these for collaging on tags. And then I have music paper. And then this is just some this on the stash that I had. I don't know if I can use it or not, if it'll go with what I'm doing or not. But I like to add a little bit of feminine or shabbiness to it. So these are velvet vintage art on Etsy, and these other ones I don't remember where I got these from. They might be from TaylorMade journals. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not right. I'm not absolutely confirm that, but and then yeah, so and then I have some this and this to use, and then like I said, but we'll get started because I'm a slow crafter, guys, very slow crafter. So, and where's my old book? I also had an old book for the pages. Oh, here we go. You know, it's always easier to tear your paper one way than it is the opposite way of your paper. Going down on your paper, for some reason, it tears up a lot easier. This is, I watered it down to give it the consistency of collage glue. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta take this out. my ironing board here. This is, what did you say these were? Magnolia flowers. I am not that great at collaging, guys. I'm terrible. And I know I should have get my sorry for reaching across this old brush. This is gonna bother me, so I need to cut this off. I'll save this piece because, well, you know, don't want to waste not. And I think I put something like that there. I kind of like that odd piece like that. That, and then put some this here, like so. And something like that. This is my way of collaging, guys. I know everybody does their own thing different. Get a wipey. Wipe off some of that glue before anything else sticks on there. Sorry, the angle my arm covers up what I'm doing here. So I was thinking, oh, this is pretty. Sorry if I burned. See how it's starting to warp? Oh, this is a big one though. It's a little bulky. So. What do you think? I kind of like it. So. Now what I did is, if you're coming in late, I watered this down so it'll give it the consistency of decoupage glue. I'm gonna hold this. And, oops. I think I want it this kind of like so. I'm just going to put this on top. And this is not the brush I want. I want a softer brush for this. Oops, I just broke one off. You just gently hope it stays. I think this is a little bit too bulky. Should I use something more flat? But it's done. I think this goes this way. Fix this. Oh, I didn't think about getting a heat gun. I'm not used to doing videos like this. I'm gonna let this get a little tacky for now. What happens if I put this? To encase that in there. Would that work? Oh, I'll try it. Never done this, so I use my wet wipe to press it down. Hopefully it works and it stays adhered. Looks kind of murky, but I'm sure it's gonna dry clear because it's tacky glue dries clear and it's not shiny, so I'm doing this because this is kind of thick and bulky. It's not a flat. It's here, I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if you can see, but it's not really flat. It stands out. So I hope it'll work. I guess I'm gonna have to come back with a video with the results, because unless I pause it and then let it dry and then come back. I think I'll do that. Don't want to keep you waiting. I was just trying to find other ways of using the pressed flowers. Still wet. So I'm going to set this aside and let it dry. Hope I don't lose it like I did with the other one. Well, not lose it, just misplaced it, and plus my head doesn't work like it used to, so I don't get to remember very well my things. Let me see. To this tag, and I thought I had some pink paper, but I don't know what I did with the pink paper. Oh, I'll use I'll use some of this here. Should have put it down below because, you know, the flower is up here, and then I had some parchment paper that was coffee dyed. I'll use another scrap piece of this. what I started to say was keep it light up here because this is where the flower, the bloom will be, so it'll be more noticeable. Because you know how I did this and this was kind of dark, that paper. I didn't want to waste this. This was a piece of doily from the tag that I just made. This is packaging paper. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you decoupage kind of like what I'm doing here. I know that we all have our ways of doing our creative works. Probably not a good way, but oops, I forgot to cut this off. It's done, it's done. Then put some paper up here. Like I told you guys, I'm not very good at this. And I'm trying not to think too much into it because as it is, I'm a slow crafter, and if I start thinking too much of what I'm doing, then I'm really gonna slow myself down even more so. Okay. These are bougainvillea blooms that I'm using. Don't really have a lot of small flowers. Maybe if I put some leaves, I think I got some greenery over here. This is a big tag. I need to cut a little bit off. And then probably put the leaves down there in the background. And the bloom. Like so. Not liking it. I kind of like this better. What do you guys think? I think I want to put a little bit of a white doily here. I think I'll use some of this round. I think I like that. See, it still warps a little bit, but not as much as the other cardstock. Okay. I have it like this? Okay, this is the front. This a little bit, just a tad. Okay, I like this better. Just barely touching it. I don't want to break the leaves because they're very, very fragile. Then I'm gonna put some of this glue that I watered down, and then just gently spread it across the flowers and the leaves. And then the glue acts like a sealer on your dry flowers. Again, the stems on here, they're not flat, they're kind of dimensional. They're not flat, that's for sure. I might have to add more coat after the first coat dries. Add more glue. Just breaking off the stem. Wow, it's almost an hour. See how I'm a slowpoke. But if you've never done this like me, well, we're learning together, guys. So I'm gonna have to let this set aside and dry up a bit, and then I'm gonna go over again another coat. And that's what I did on the very first one on my prototype. And where I put it at, I have no idea. Thought I put it in my folder so that I won't lose it, and it's not in there. And let me see how the other one is coming along, if it's drying up. No. It's kind of wet. And if I get those little wrinkles in there, I kind of like it. It gives it texture. So when after it dries up and I distress it with a distress ink, then some of these wrinkles in the wax paper that are, that stand out. They're going to, it'll look like embossed, I guess, kind of, I hope. I've never done this before, so I don't know. So let this set aside and let it dry. And then this is the one that the first one that I did with where I ironed the dry flower in the wax paper. So I kind of like this effect. Didn't think of it, but I do like it. And then sew around it. I'm gonna see how those the other one turns out, but okay, well, I don't want to make the video too long, and it's already almost an hour, guys, and it takes forever to download onto YouTube. So I'm gonna continue this, and then on the next video I'll show you the end results. So thanks for joining me, and yeah, I'm learning right along with you guys. So if you want to try it, what I did, go ahead and try or not, and if you want to find out for yourself how it looks, I'll post another video, not next Friday, sooner, to show you how they look, how they turned out. So that's it, guys. Till next time, we'll do more ephemeras, but those are kind of like I didn't really had anything planned what to do, but yeah, like I said, I'm learning and right along with you guys. So if you want to try what I did, try it and see how it turns out. Or if you're afraid, just go for it. I mean, that's what I did. I mean, if it doesn't turn out, it's just paper and a few dry flowers. Okay, guys, you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. In the meantime, have fun, stay safe, and keep on crafting. Okay, and God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.